Nigerian, man or woman, young or old, that will oppose to the coming of Benjamin Netanyahu to assist Trump in clearing the terrorists is himself and his household terrorists. Look at somebody like Gumi. Didn't government know all the stupid utterances Gumi has been making? In fact, he said we should put them in our budget. We should pacify them. We should pay them salaries. There's no way it can stop. The government through Buhari saw all this because of his expansionist agenda. Buhari wanted to Islamize the country. Let nobody pretend about it. And the first thing we did was to disarm citizens. Whether you had a den gun or they were disarmed. Immediately that was done, 1 week after, the terrorists moved in across the country. Thank God for Trump.
Thank you, my brother. I'm on the side of Trump coming to crush Boko Haram, ISWAP, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda first before the vision of Nigeria. You know why? If we could reduce the numbers of the terrorists in Nigeria, I mean their population, I think that will give us upper hand when we divide Nigeria. Allowing ISWAP stronghold, Boko Haram stronghold, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, herdsmen, to be proliferating or thriving on a platform of free lands operation in Nigeria. I think that will give us more problem when we divide. Because if we divide, all the Al-Shabaab strongholds in the north, they will stop Hausa, United States of Hausa. They won't come to Biafra, I know. But what about mid-belt? They will still be tormenting the mid-belters. So what I mean now is that Trump should come, not telling us when to come. I'm telling you that America, they are tactical people. They are using this kind of, strategy to deceive their enemies. You can't tell Nigerians, don't tell them when you are coming. Let it be an impromptu. I say, when something happens by sudden, that is when you will know who is strong and who is weak. I'm telling you, if America come by sudden, they are going to bring down the ISWAP, the Boko Haram insurgents, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, Hesman, Mahmouda, and Ansaru. So what I'm saying is that Biafra should be seeded away from Nigeria, but let American military operation takes place first. American military operation must be first before this imminent division. Everybody has seen it that is imminent. That's why the Chomo, the clergy, the cleric, Reverend Father is crying to meet Donald Trump. Yes, Pastor Dachomo, he must go to White House first. He needs to download more stories on Christian genocide before Trump. Yes, he has many facts, many years, many evidences in the Biafran land, on the mid-belt axis, the core north of Christian genocide. There are many, many more that have not been revealed to the American congressmen. What they actually seen so far, I mean the congressmen, are nothing. He just play, child play to what actually Christian genocide is meant in Nigeria. There are many, many claims, many substantiated evidences indicating that Christians were subjected to this kind of, pogrom, bloody pogrom from 1970 till date. Nothing has been tangible ever, evidential, showcased before White House in Washington about Christian genocide in Nigeria. What we are seeing here is just child play. We need that Chomo to meet White House. We need the United States to come and fulfill what they pledged. Their pledge to Nigeria is absolute decimation, extinction, destruction of Al-Shabaab, of Al-Qaeda, of Boko Haram, ISWAP insurgency in the Northeast. America should come now. Not only when they are bombing Nigeria Benin Republic border is when they are doing, taking military action. No, I need absolute military action by United States of America as they actually operated in the Middle East that has brought this peace in that region till today. American military operation in the Gulf region, Persian Gulf, in the 90s has actually singled America out as the strongest militarized modern state in the world. They should come to Nigeria here and bring Al-Shabaab down, bring Al-Shabaab down, decimate Al-Qaeda and they put Fulani headers, Fulani militias in the position that is suited for them. America should not delay at all. I don't want Trump to just give us only mouth promise. No.
Action.
We don't want verbal promise. We need action.
But people disappointed at Trump because a lot of you when on social media,
disappointing us. He's wasting time.
people are saying he's wasting time, taking action, dividing.
They are killing people. Let me shock you. 11 to 13 passengers were abducted by terrorists 2 days ago. It's 2 days ago, not Tuesday. Along Okene Abuja Express. Auchi Okene Abuja Express. A Nigerian soldier was shot. Why? He identified himself as an officer of the military, the Nigerian military, Nigerian army. They shot him instantly and abducting over 13 passengers. March all of them into the bush. Just imagine. A stitch in time, Donald Trump saves 9. American military, listen, U.S. Army, I want to talk to you, Department of War in the U.S. A stitch in time saves 9. A journey of many miles that is supposed to start in a second. I don't think you are maintaining all these English adages. Listen, it is the right time you come and strike Al-Qaeda, stronghold, ISWAP, stronghold, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, Herdsmen, Mahmuda, and Ansaru stronghold in the northern Nigeria, mid-belt. They are all housing all manners of terrorist platform. If you want to know what I'm saying, Makama Zagazola, that terror, reporter, terrorism expert or journalist. Do you understand? Asking me, we know that I'm in order on what I'm saying. The axis where America struck now is Benin Nigeria border. Is a stronghold of Islamic State of West African province. They pitched their tent there since 3 years now, and nothing has been done. Nobody is a no-go zone. Nigerian soldiers don't go there. Benin Republic military can never try it. So that's why America actually penciled it down, and their first point of operation was Nigerian Benin Republic border. That place is much a stronghold of all the terrorist platform in West Africa. The Sahelian countries actually chase all the Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, and most of them like this Al-Shabaab down to the border of Benin Republic and Nigeria. That's why America has actually seen that place as a great threat to the Sahelian country. They struck it 2 days ago and they made good, breakthrough. And Nigeria military actually did well at the axis of Sambisa Forest when they went into the tents, hot, pitched by the Boko Haram, ISWAP, and the rest of the terrorist platform in Nigeria, and make sure that they killed all of them up to their 50 in numbers, setting all their hot slums ablaze. So what I'm saying is that no need of wasting time. Procrastination is the thief of time. US, your military action is over procrastinated though. You are falling our hand. We need you here. Trump, you should strike. Don't look back. We are all supporting you.
Okay, but just recently, or I would say today, we saw that 2 Mitia Ella were caught with rifles. They said they've been parading in a community there in Kwara State for some days, and the people, the indigenous of that community, were surprised that they were trying to get intelligence as regards who these people are. But the police finally apprehended them, and they saw ID card of Mitia Ella with their rifles were given to them by the NSA. No bad, but he has come out and said what he was the one that gave them the arms, that they were vigilante. But other people have said, why this is the problem of Nigeria? Why would they give arms to the Fulani header? This is what Nnamdi Kanu was talking about, that under Buhari, I think they gave them over 100 billion to buy arms, and this is why these Fulani headers are killing innocent people. But nobody have come out to assess the fact that they are vigilante, that are using to protect themselves. But is that supposed to be so when the farmers are going with with their normal farm tools, but these people are going with arms, with guns? Is this supposed to be the right thing?
It is not supposed to be the right thing. I told you that I faulted Nuhu Ribadu given that designated position of Nigerian Security Advisory, that is National Security Advisory, is a department of NSA. Who is he advising about security in Nigeria? Nuhu Ribadu is a herdsman. Nuhu Ribadu is a Fulani man. Nuhu Ribadu was the former EFCC chairman Is Nuhu Ribadu from the Yoruba land? What is the name of his tribe? Nuhu Ribadu is a Fulani man. Oga, see my own explanation here. Nuhu Ribadu giving these people rifle without telling Nigerian police, without license, without even making it known to Kwara state government. Nuhu Ribadu is a terrorist. I'm sorry to say this to everybody hearing. Do you know why? It's not allegedly. To have succumbed openly, accepted that he gave them the rifle. Oga, observe Nuhu Ribadu is part of what is going on in Nigeria. Insecurity everywhere. The sponsors, people that are funding terrorists in Nigeria, Nuhu Ribadu is among. They should hold him responsible for the people that are dying on daily basis in Kwara State. Why giving rifle to these Meti Allah members? Why? He is not a clean man because he's a Fulani man. Do you know that all the Fulanis, as I told you earlier, they are all terrorists. These are the people that migrated from Futajelo. They are Fulani people. Fulani people in Africa are warlike people. They are in history addressed as nomad wanderers. They wander from place to place, bearing arms, AK-47, spears, sword. I don't know what they say, javelin. I'm telling you, machete, bow and arrow, guns. Why should you make Nuhu Ribadu national security advisor? Sometimes I look at Igbo, I say, China the same God create Igbo man and other tribes in Nigeria. Nuhu Ribadu being a Fulani man is a threat to Nigerian security now. Why should somebody wake up and say Nuhu Ribadu national security advisor? You have seen it. Giving Fulani Meti Allah AK-47 amounted the fact that he's among the sponsors and the financiers of terrorists in Nigeria. There's no two ways I should interpret this to my viewers.
Even the former Minister of Defense.
Yes, Minister of Defense, Metawale and Ahmed Badaru. He was among the financiers of the Fulani herdsmen as well Boko Haram. Why? They are from Fulani extraction. All these are Fulani tribesmen.
It was alleged that US asked them to resign,
Failure to resign, United States will come here and fish him out. Failure to tell Ribadu to resign over this giving AK-47 to herdsmen apprehended in Kwara State. Nuhu Ribadu should resign. We want to rid off this administration from anybody that comes from Fulani extraction. They are all terrorists. We have been saying this on and on and on. As long as Nigerian tribes, ethnicities, allow Fulani to live among them, insecurity will never finish here. Nigeria will still be facing this plight of bloody clutches on and on. Everywhere in the north, southwest, southeast, and even in the mid-belt.
Okay. But do you not think that, just like you said, if Donald Trump comes, a lot of people say the moment the US government finally, start acting, that might be the end of Nigeria. Do you agree with that notion?
No, it's a lie. It's a lie. If US starts acting, I think that might be the end of Fulani in Nigeria.
Okay, the Fulani.
The Arab Mugareb. I mean, the part of Arab that are too bloody. I mean, the desert Moors, the desert Barbarians, all those ones that migrated from southern Algeria, southern Libya, northern Sudan, northern Niger, and exude into Nigeria as our, let me say, guests. The way they holding on the Hausa original owners of North, there will be no peace in Nigeria. The best thing is to tell these people from Fulani extraction, included in this government, to resign. Without their resignation, Tinubu's administration will know no peace. These people have actually taken oath that no more shall they give this administration peace. Why? Because the man in charge of this present administration is from southern Nigeria, from Yoruba extraction. I don't know what you understand. So what we are saying now is that America is coming and we need America operation. If America begin to operate, Nigeria will stand gidigam. Don't mind people that are saying that there will be no Nigeria again. These are statements credited to Fulani caliphates in Sokoto, Sokoto caliphates, Kanu Emirates, I don't want to understand. These are the people that are coming with this dangerous propaganda. They don't want America to come and take care of this place. What are you saying? America actually descended on Saudi Arabia aftermath of Iraqi annexation of Kuwait in 1990. Are you listening to me? And today, after descending on Saudi Arabia, they sit Gidibam. Today, Saudi is growing economically, militarily, because America is there. America did not do anything to Saudi Arabia. If America come here on military operation, Nigeria will stay Gidiba. There will be security here. The economy will grow as well. Nigeria will witness nothing but peace, security, mild and peaceful one. Nothing will happen to us here. The people that are agitating for America, you know, abandoning military operation that they actually pledged to Nigerians, those are the Sokoto Caliphates. Those are sponsored rumors by Fulani Janjaweeds. Fulani Janjaweeds, they don't want Americans to come. They are the obstacles American military service or operation or strike in the northern region, Al-Qaeda stricken regions, ISWAP, stronghold. They are the one that are selling those kind of, you know, agenda and propaganda. What we needed right now is that Trump military operation should take effect very, very fast. We need it so fast.